the Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Westbrook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. So Washington State's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Snagged in the middle, it's Ellison. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Voorhees. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Freeman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. Pass to 30. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes a man miss.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Rebels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes a man miss. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. With the catch, it's dribbling. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. To the ground with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The give to the tailback. Looking for room at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll test the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. A quick pass to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third down, he drops to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses to 40. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They'll give it to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offensive, defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, we always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one. This year, that position's got to play well.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The handoff to Johnson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 18 with the catch and score.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Ole Miss, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just stopped at the 14. Give to the back. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team.
On to close it away.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. On his way back from the 20. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to take off.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Grabbed behind the line. It's dribbling. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They want to get this defense on its heels. On the run, it's Lacey. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's dribbling. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got an open man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Going for 6. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Meredith. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. The Rebels decide to punt it away.
33 on to kick it away.
Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that pass. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another.
Gets away from one. He's got space. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Washington State has it all working right now. Grab behind the line. It's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Washington State will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Ole Miss, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He leaves it with his back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The Rebels will snap it on first and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Rebels! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense defense whipped up on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. But will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's high.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Ole Miss. And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Pulls it and fires to the left.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the air on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete in the middle. Washington State ready to go with another first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback running on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. He's loose. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get...
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's dribbling. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. stretch in the middle. It's Wallace. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. On the run, it's Lacey. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Washington State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here comes the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Sure hands, it's Ellison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Quarterback keeps it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Meredith. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Balls and fired complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stribling. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this